From magical anthems to mind-blowing songs. Here are 10 rock songs from 1988 that we'll never forget, starting off with some classic Guns N' Roses. At number 10, it's Sweet Child of Mine. First appearing on the 1987 debut album Appetite for Destruction, Sweet Child of Mine shot to worldwide fame in 1988 when it climbed to the top of the Billboard Hot 100. It was Guns N' Roses' first and only US #1 single, which quickly catapulted the band to worldwide icon status. The story of the song is as legendary as the track itself. Slash, the legendary lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, was fooling around with a guitar warm-up riff when the band's producer encouraged them to build a song around it. Axl Rose then added heartfelt lyrics inspired by his then-girlfriend Erin Everly. It turned private emotions into universal poetry that resonated deeply with millions. What started as a casual jam quickly became one of the most recognizable guitar intros in history, forever defining the sound of an era. The track stood out because it showed a different side of Guns N' Roses. Unlike the aggressive grit of Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine had a tenderness and vulnerability that connected with listeners, proving the band could master both ferocity and emotional honesty. If Guns N' Roses showed how raw energy could influence the masses, Def Leppard proved that a pop-friendly approach could dominate arenas. Coming in at number 9, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Released as a single in 1988 from their 1987 album Hysteria, Pour Some Sugar on Me became one of the defining songs of the era. At first, the track wasn't even intended to follow up on a song, but once American audiences latched onto it, radio and MTV airplay made it explode across the country almost overnight. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and played a huge role in making Hysteria sell more than 20 million copies worldwide. The song's appeal came from its layered production, handled by popular Mutt Lange. He stacked vocal harmonies, polished the riffs, and built a chant-like chorus that begged to be shouted in stadiums packed with screaming fans. While it was heavy enough for rock fans, it was also irresistibly catchy enough to pop audiences, exactly the formula Def Leppard had been perfecting through years of experimentation. Beyond the charts, Pour Some Sugar on Me became a cultural touchstone of the late 1980s. It was everywhere on MTV, blasting in sports arenas, dominating jukeboxes, and quickly earning its place as one of the decade's most iconic party anthems. While Def Leppard embraced polish and mass appeal, Bon Jovi leaned into charisma and crafted a banger anthem. Coming in at number 8, it's Bad Medicine. By 1988, Bon Jovi had already conquered the world with Slippery When Wet. Their follow-up album, New Jersey, needed to prove they weren't a one-album wonder. And it did exactly that. The lead single, Bad Medicine, hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Written by John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, and hitmaker Desmond Child, the song blended tongue-in-cheek lyrics with infectious energy that was impossible to ignore. It played into the band's strength. Upbeat arenas rocked with just the right amount of swagger, perfectly capturing the spirit of the late 1980s rock scene. Bon Jovi's charismatic stage presence and Sambora's fiery guitar work made Bad Medicine a natural crowd favorite. The kind of track that demanded audience participation. The track also came with an innovative music video. Instead of a slick pre-produced concept, the band invited fans to direct the video using handheld cameras during a live performance and eventually created a chaotic, authentic feel that fans instantly loved. While Bon Jovi thrived on upbeat swagger, Poison revealed a surprising vulnerability with a power ballad that struck a very different chord. At number 7, it's Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Making love, we both made a separate ways.
Poison reached the peak of their career in 1988 When Every Rose Has Its Thorn from the album Open Up and Say Ah became their first and only chart-topping hit. Known for glam fashion, big hair, and wild party anthems like Talk Dirty to Me, Poison surprised everyone with an acoustic ballad that bared their emotional side.
Was it something I said or something I did my words not come out right? Though
It proved that they weren't just a party band, but also capable of real vulnerability. Bret Michaels wrote the song after discovering his girlfriend had cheated on him while he was on tour. Instead of feeling down, he channeled his anger, sadness, and confusion directly into the music. The lyrics came straight from that personal heartbreak, and fans connected instantly with its honesty and its raw emotion. Unlike a lot of polished ballads of the era, this one felt stripped down, authentic, and deeply relatable, resonating across generations. It crossed over into pop radio, reached a much wider audience, and secured Poison's place in rock history. If Poison's success proved fans wanted emotional honesty, Metallica's rise showed that there was also a hunger for music that was far more complex. Coming in at number 6, it's Harvester of Sorrow. As the lead single from Metallica's And Justice for All album, it captured the band's signature blend of relentless riffs and grim themes. The song's lyrics dealt with violence and inner turmoil, set against intricate rhythms that reflected Metallica's increasingly ambitious songwriting. Though it didn't appear on the Billboard Top 100, it became a fan favorite and earned heavy rotation on rock radio stations nationwide. For many listeners, it was their first taste of Metallica's more progressive side songs. They were longer, heavier, and filled with shifting time signatures that demanded full attention. The release of And Justice for All marked the band's first studio album after bassist Cliff Burton's tragic death. Even though Harvester of Sorrow stole people's hearts without their permission, U2 took a very different path and found inspiration in American roots music. Coming in at number 5, it's Desire. From the 1988 album Rattle and Hum, Desire stood out as one of U2's leanest and most direct songs. Built on a Bo Diddley-inspired beat, it was raw, rhythmic, and a clear departure from the expansive soundscapes of the Joshua Tree. The track stripped U2 down to its core, leaning into primal energy rather than into atmospheric layering. The gamble paid off, as the single reached number 1 in the UK, Australia, and Canada. It also earned the band a Grammy for Best Rock Performance by a Duo or Group. The song's success also showcased U2's willingness to reinvent themselves at a time when many bands chose to play it safe. Rather than coasting on the epic atmospheric sound that made them global stars, they experimented with something grittier, almost rebellious in its simplicity. Bono's impassioned delivery and the Edge's stripped-down guitar work made Desire an anthem that felt urgent and very much alive. If Desire wasn't possible to ignore, as it instantly found a place in people's hearts, Aerosmith found success by leaning into the polished and emotional powered ballad formula. Coming in at number 4, it's Angel. By the late 1980s, Aerosmith had successfully staged one of rock's most impressive comebacks. Their 1987 album, Permanent Vacation, put them back on the map. Not only that, in 1988, the single Angel pushed them even higher, proving their band was more than just a comeback story. The song climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it one of their biggest hits of the decade and solidifying their relevance with a new generation of listeners. Co-written by Steven Tyler and songwriter Desmond Child, Angel highlighted Aerosmith's softer side. Aside from that, Tyler's soaring vocals, paired with heartfelt lyrics, gave the track broad appeal beyond just hard rock fans. Crossing into pop radio playlists. The glossy production fit perfectly into the MTV era, where emotional ballads often connected with the widest audiences. The success of Angel also paved the way for their early 90s dominance, setting the stage for later hits like Crazy and I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, which took them to even greater global stages. While Aerosmith leaned on heartfelt balladry, INXS approached rock from a slinker, more funk-infused perspective. Coming in at number 3, it's Need You Tonight.
There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat.
INXS found their biggest US success in 1988, when Need You Tonight off the 1987 album Kick soared to the top of the charts as their only #1 single. Michael Hutchinson's sultry vocals, paired with the funky, minimalist guitar riff, created a song that sounded unlike anything else on the radio at the time. It instantly set INXS apart from their peers. The song's music video, which combined black and white performance shots with animated sequences, became an MTV staple and helped define the band's image during the height of the channel's influence. It won 5 MTV Video Music Awards, including Video of the Year, a rare achievement that cemented both the track and the band as cultural icons of the late 1980s. While INXS blended rock with modern texture, REM used its platform to deliver one of the most politically charged songs of a generation. Coming in at number 2, it's Orange Crush. As the lead single from their 1988 album, Green, Orange Crush marked REM's major label debut with Warner Brothers Records. While it didn't chart on the Billboard Hot 100, it dominated college and alternative radio. It became a defining song of the band's early career and helped REM build a loyal grassroots following. The track tackled the controversial use of Agent Orange during the Vietnam War, a subject few mainstream artists dared to touch at the time. Beyond that, its driving rhythm and cryptic lyrics captured both anger and unease, reflecting the band's socially conscious approach to songwriting and their ability to turn protest into art. For fans, it reinforced REM's role as a voice for the alternative generation, unafraid to tackle heavy subjects and challenge listeners to think critically. If REM represented the future of alternative rock, the Traveling Wilburys were proof that the past still had something magical to offer. Coming in at number 1 on our list, it's Handle with Care. What began as a throwaway B-side turned into one of 1988's most delightful surprises. The Traveling Wilburys, a supergroup featuring George Harrison, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne, and Roy Orbison, recorded Handle with Care almost by accident during a casual session. The song's charm was undeniable, and it quickly became the lead single for their debut album, earning critical praise and commercial success. Handle with Care blended the voices of legends across generations, each artist bringing their own unique style, creating a timeless track that felt both fresh and familiar. It peaked at number 2 on the mainstream rock chart. It was embraced as a refreshing reminder of rock's roots during an era dominated by flashy production. Which of these songs always gets to you? Let us know in the comments section down below. Please don't forget to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you in our next video.